Hello, and welcome to this edition of Panther News Nation. I'm Sean Kawesa.
And I'm Kinsey Quitter. Here's what's happening around Principia this week. Even though they didn't make it to state this year, Principia boys soccer had another great season. Our loss in districts was heartbreaking, but we have a lot to celebrate. Eduardo and I bring you the special look at our winning season.
Excellent work rate, excellent execution.
Entertaining.
Magic.
Bonding. Ecstatic.
Dedicated.
Remarkable.
Singular.
Fulfillment.
Zestful. Exciting. Fantastic. Memorable.
Unexpected.
Emotional.
Joy.
Classy.
And a big thank you to all who came out to support the soccer games.
As Principia's enrollment continues to grow every year, we see more and more new faces. Dean King and Jake Wilson take a look at how this larger enrollment is affecting our school.
This year, we have seen a rise in enrollment with the number of students joining Principia.
I went to Whitfield School before this, and they did not have a track team. I run track. Population over here is not too big, not too small, and I just think it's perfect for me.
I feel like there's more chances or opportunities to build a better student culture. Other schools have things that we don't have, TikTok pages with our schools and stuff like that, or Spirit. We don't always have everybody going out to all the games. That can be definitely impacted positively with more numbers.
I think Prin is maybe a little bit too small. I feel there could be a lot of programs, academic classes that could be expanded, and there would be more opportunities for new classes if we had more people. I think maybe our sports teams would be a lot more advanced if we had more people.
I think it's going to get bigger the more people we bring in for sports and academics specifically, instead of just if you want to come to Prin and sign up.
What we tell prospective families is we want the educational model to be appropriate for our students. So if you're looking to have AP classes and stack the deck with all AP and dual credit, you can do that. If you're not in that place, we have other offerings for students as well.
Our objective is not to grow fast. Our objective is to grow steady. We have a tremendous culture here at Prin of doing the right thing, of character, of being kind. When you grow your enrollment too quickly, too soon, you could lose that culture. And I think we've been doing it at the right rate.
As enrollment continues to increase, PNN will continue to inform this data.
This is Jake
and Dean
reporting for PNN.
As we look forward to more rain soon, who can forget the 2-day non-stop downpour that hit us a couple weeks ago? Sean and Mark dive into what that was all about.
On Election Day last week, we were hit with one of the longest and heaviest rain showers St. Louis has ever seen, lasting over 36 hours. We asked our local expert, Mr. Allen, to weigh in on this unusual weather event.
Up until today, we've also been in a drought. We've had one of the wettest years on record, and yet we're in a drought.
And a drought is defined by like how much water is in the ground. And so when you have a year like we've had, which is lots of rain all at once, most of that water doesn't go into the ground. It runs straight off, goes into the rivers or onto the streets, it floods things, and then it continues on its merry way to the ocean, leaving after a few days the ground dry again. That's how you can be in a drought and receive so much rain and have one of the wettest years on record. At this point right now, what we have is what some people have termed an atmospheric river. That's where you have a whole bunch of gas particles of moisture in the sky, and they're all constantly flowing over the same direction. And when they start to collide with different air masses, like cold air masses, that warm air and that water can't be held anymore and it falls on the ground. And that current in the sky, that river in the sky, just continues to pass over the same location, just dumping all of the water.
Principal Mrs. Dry says it created some headaches getting to school.
There was a lot, as everybody realizes, and I don't recall in my 10 years of being at Prin or in America ever experiencing this much rain in St. Louis.
I've never seen this much rain in like a span of time.
I think it's just how long it went on and then the disruption to people's lives. I think that was huge. I definitely noticed the backup in the traffic and how many kids phoned in absent because they couldn't get here.
Mr. Allen let us go to our RA sites during Field and Nat. We got to see the rivers and stuff really full.
This is Sean and Mark reporting for PNN.
And finally, PNN weather is back. Reed Shulman brings us a look at the local weather forecast. And where in the world is international weather reporter Michael Sadamba?
Good afternoon, Panther News Nation, and welcome back to Principia's local weather channel. I'm your host, Reed Shulman, and I hope you've had a great semester so far and are hanging on until Thanksgiving break. This week, we are starting out strong with partly cloudy days on Thursday and Friday, with lows in the 40s and highs in the 60s. On Saturday and Sunday, we switch it up with some light rain, with lows in the 50s and highs in the 60s. Monday, we expect partly cloudy conditions with a low of 48 and a high of 61. On Tuesday, we are expecting some light rain, and on Wednesday and Thursday, we are expecting some cloudy and rainy conditions with lows in the 40s and highs in the low 70s. Now onto our international weather reporter, Michael Sadamba, who's in a country with Africa's largest volcano, Cameroon.
Good morning, Cameroon. Here's your not-so-average forecast for the day. In Douala, it's going to rain, but not your regular rain, though. We're talking about torrential, buckets from the sky type rain. If you left your laundry outside, consider it an additional rinse cycle. On the bright side, any street that wasn't a river before, well, it is now. Bring your rain boots, maybe a canoe, and prepare for a splashy commute. So there you have it, Cameroon. Rain, heat, sun, and random mist. The usual sampler. Enjoy, stay safe, and maybe keep an eye on the sky. Goodbye.
And that's our look at what's happening around Principia this week.
Make it a great week.
Hey, we got it.